Hello, wildling friends, and welcome to our fifth and final day of Invasive Species Week. I've had a lot of fun talking about the different animals each day, and today I think I'd like to dive back into the water and talk about a really cool species, and that is the carp. If you were to do a simple search on invasive carp of Michigan, you would see four different species pop up. You got your bighead and silver carp, your grass carp, and the lesser known black carp. Now, unlike the swan from yesterday's video, there are actually no native species of carp to Michigan. All of these species are really bad for our ecosystems as they quickly outgrow and then outcompete native fish, some even getting up to 100 pounds. But for the sake of time, I am only going to talk about one carp species today. Did I surprise you? That's right, goldfish are a type of carp and they are incredibly invasive to almost the entirety of the United States. They can be found in every single state except Alaska, and that includes Hawaii. The goldfish species of carp is Carassius auratus, according to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and they were mostly native to Eastern Asia again. You're going to find them in China, Korea. They have moved to Taiwan and Japan, probably mostly through trade, and you can even find them as far north as Russia. The earliest introduction of goldfish to the United States dates back to about the early 1600s, but it's difficult to tell when or how they were introduced to our native waterways. Some argue that it was done on purpose for fishing reasons, and others argue that they just escaped private ponds or maybe were snatched by birds or their eggs found their way into the native waterways. It's really, really hard to tell. Today, though, they are regularly available in pet stores almost everywhere, and even some states allow them to be used as bait. Please note, Michigan is not one of these states. So, how and why are they so bad for our native ecosystem? We've already established that they outcompete and outgrow our native fish, but they will also feed on the native fish eggs, the native fish larvae, insects, snails. They'll eat anything. A bigger problem is the way that they eat, the way that they kind of rip and tear uproots aquatic vegetation, and they don't really eat it, so it's just sitting there floating in the water, dying off. But it also releases nutrients from the dirt as well as the dirt itself, mucking up the soil, blocking sunlight, and then the release of those nutrients can cause an algae bloom. In more recent years, the largest reported culprit of goldfish introduction to the wild is going to be escape from hatcheries and release by aquariums. I cannot stress this enough. Do not release your goldfish into the wild. They can and will survive. They will live up to 30 years, probably more, and they will absolutely wreak havoc on our ecosystem. And no, they will not be affected by winter at all. I already told you they can be found as far north as Russia. In fact, recent research has found that goldfish specifically can survive in bodies of water that completely freeze in the winter for up to 5 months. If you can no longer care for your pet, please consider rehoming it to a friend, returning it to the pet store, or even posting it for adoption on aquarium hobbyist groups. There are a lot of different places you can go. Do not put them in the wild. If you would like more information on goldfish, I highly recommend checking out the Michigan State University website. Last February, they came out with a really great article on invasive goldfish. I got a lot of really good information for this video from that article, so definitely check it out. But I think I will end my goldfish tirade here for now. I have had so much fun talking about invasive species every day. This was a great challenge for myself. And I feel very accomplished. I feel like I definitely learned something about video making, so thank you so much for sticking with me. I really hope to keep doing this, maybe not about invasive species though, but I'd definitely like to do a species highlight, so stick around if you'd like to learn some more. Otherwise, thank you so much for sticking with me this week, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend.